recording.
Alright, so this is the new motor mount, which is really, really good. Jay Kemp designed these. He's the guy that does kit fulfillment for us, and they are super duper nice motor mounts. If you don't want to do it this way, you can just go hack up some aluminum ladder or whatever else you want to do to get this 90-degree kind of action, and then drill it and do everything else. But we decided to build this because, or offer this because people are kind of struggling with the drilling and the cutting and the yada yada yada. So I'm just trying to keep it simple. Okay, so the basic process is how do we attach the radial motor mount to, this is going to connect to the outrunner motor, and the holes here are optimized for screwing into the holes that are there. The thing that's worth paying attention to is the location of these Allen set screws. They kind of show up in all kinds of different orientations. We've seen them, 180 degrees opposite or whatever. But do the best job you can to try and keep them so they're accessible. Because remember, this is going to be mounted on a hard surface, the deck, and you would like to be able to swap out your motor if you need to. So in this case, this is these try to get both set screws accessible to an Allen key. Occasionally, you do actually have to have it kind of come in from the bottom, but just push it through, it'll be fine. All right, so I'm just going to attach this. So you want a nice little, actually a much bigger screwdriver than you would expect, right? This is a fairly beefy screwdriver, but it fits this little tiny screw perfectly. And I'm going to make these Allen keys accessible, and you just go through from this the side here. Let's see if I can get it right. There we go. Line it up. You screw it in. Now you might want to use some thread lock on this. I haven't bothered yet, but there you go. That's so screwed in, holding that in right there. And we'll do the other three. And in the spirit of actually boring you to death with actually building the entire airplane on video, we will actually make you see me do this 3 more times. Not do the Julia Child, like, out it comes perfect, because, something interesting generally happens when you try to do it, enough times, And if the entire build is videoed, then you actually understand what's going on. All right, and I'm not tightening this super tight. I'm just going to, it's just a little bit. It's like, get it tight, and then it's like, just a little more, because it's all aluminum and it'll strip like crazy. These steel screws will just rip through it, so you have to be careful. If you're a kid, you're gonna have to learn some subtlety. If you're an adult, you probably have to learn subtlety too, because people don't understand this about how to work with material. So it's all soft aluminum. So that just stopped, and then I'm gonna give it that much more turn. I mean, it's like a 1/16 of a turn. It's a tiny little bit, and that's like awesomely solidly connected radial motor mount onto this thing, our motor mount, Brooklyn Aerodromes. So we take the motor, and we want to have the wires off to the side. Doesn't matter, top, left or right, up to you. You can make your lefty righty political decision there, and just take the Allen set screws and screw them in. And again, it's the same thing, aluminum rules, which is that, you get it tight and give it a little extra. Just tight and a little extra. And if you want thread lock on this, don't use permanent, use releasable thread lock. So this is tight and a little more. That's it. All right. Now the Allen key has a little bend to it, so I tend to, that's why it looked like maybe an 1/8 as opposed to a 1/16. All right, so we've got an awesomely mounted little motor right now on our motor mounts. So here we go, and we have a deck that actually Jay Kemp built, and the placement is just like in the other motor mount situation, which is I like the edge of the prop housing to be right on the edge, and I just eyeball it. I swear to God, I eyeball it. So it's not super important that this all be perfect. This is just, this airplane is going to live so much life, the details are not going to matter. And so I've centered it like that, And now what I'm going to do is just punch some holes with a nice Alright, those holes are punched, and I now need some zip ties, which I don't have here right now. I'll be right back quickly, I swear to God. As I'm trying to find my zip tie supply. There we go. And, that's right. Good videographer. Oh, these are cool. And, so we got some of these, and these bad boys are just going to go, something like this. Nope. But you don't want to have the block end towards that because it's going to be hard to pull through. So put the block end towards the front, and then push that through that way, and out that way, and zippy, zippy, zippy. Oh, look at that. You know, a little bit up. This is such a sweet little motor mount, I have to say. Jay did well. Until I learn how to put zip ties through holes, and then, oops, I screwed up. I turned it around. It's the wrong direction. Don't turn around. It's this way. Julia Child never shows herself making. Maybe she did show herself making mistakes. I can't remember. She's that classy a woman, I think. All right, there we go. So that is a wonderfully mounted motor in a prop hole, and enjoy.